Hello, it's Monday, October 10th. I'm John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
And I'm Scott Wilk, and you're watching Community News.
Yeah, stay tuned because we got news about events, we got birthdays, we got weather, and then Scott's got a little information on the election and voting.
Yeah, it's very important. Even though today is a holiday, the kids aren't in school, most banks are closed, some businesses are closed, but hey, it's very important. Tomorrow, October 11th, is the voters registration deadline. That is if you're registering by mail, in person at their office, which tomorrow would be your last chance to do that because I'm sure they're closed today. But you could do it online today. Even though the government buildings are closed, you can go to vote.gov and you can register to vote. And it's very important that you do. Mentioned to John in our practice run through, I talked to one of the candidates at our fall festival in Rockwood, and he basically told me how they basically count on having no voter turnout.
If you think about it and looking back at the past, and you can go out and find past election results, and our turnout's pathetic. It really is. I mean, I was telling Scott, the average guy that lives in town, and if you hit the wall and it's flip the switch and the lights come on and you flush the toilet and it doesn't come back up in your shower, you're happy.
Yeah.
And just stay asleep if you're happy with what you see in the streets. If you're happy with the way things are going, don't bother to vote.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at the homeless situation and the drugs that we've got and the lack of jobs and our schools,
lack of growth. There's not
failing
much growth.
schools,
Yeah.
lack of growth, lack of change. If you're upset with any of that, you might want to make sure you're registered. You might want to get up off your rear end and turn it around. I'd love to see, not saying who to vote for, but just vote.
Yeah.
Get up off your end. If you're listening to this and you got family members that don't vote, talk to them.
Yeah.
Say, do you care about Rockwood?
That candidate I talked to said that basically they count on only about 500 people voting from our entire area. And even in those preliminary elections, we saw it was like less than 25% turnout.
Terrible.
That's horrible. And honestly,
well, it's your patriotic duty to vote, and this is a national election, so that's going to help some.
Yeah.
Because people may not care about local politics, but you will get off your rear end to go vote for, senators and governors and that sort of thing. And although our state's kind of monolithic, it's, some people think, what's the point? My vote added to, it's a drop in a waterfall. But it's important. It's your patriotic duty to get up off your end and go make your voice heard. And if you don't, I don't want to hear you complain.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If there is such few voters, your vote counts even more.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
It really does. And the more people that you can get to vote, and the more people that you can get educated on the candidates, the better off we could be, and that's how change happens. So don't be lackadaisical on this.
Yeah, just think how much Scott said. One vote, your one vote's important.
Yeah.
If your one vote's important, and if you can talk a family member into going with you.
Yeah.
Pick up somebody else and take them with you.
Yeah.
And let them vote and talk them into voting. That's an even better thing. So what we need is turnout. Have your own mind, check out the candidates, pick the ones you think are going to do what you think is right, but vote.
And it's so easy. You can go online, doesn't matter that they're closed today because of Columbus Day. Go on to vote.gov. It won't take you 5 minutes. I did it, and I missed the last preliminary elections because I didn't know that there was a deadline, and I went there and my name wasn't on the list and I couldn't vote. So don't do that. So today and tomorrow is your last chance. So tell everybody share it.
And we're saying we're not going to say who we're voting for, and I'm not going to say who I would vote for. City elections, I can't vote.
Yeah.
But there's a state election, and there's a guy I'm going to vote for that, for people that know me, and you said, well, you're going to vote for this guy, they would say 100% I'm not. But the guy took the time to stop in and see me, talk to me. We'd had a really good conversation for 15, 20 minutes till we realized how much time we wasted talking. And, you know, I don't agree with everything that this guy says, but he's a thinking guy, and a thinking guy will come to the right conclusion. So I'm going to go the what everybody considers the wrong way on that one and vote for that guy.
You know, and basically, if you don't register to vote and you don't vote, then don't complain.
Yeah.
I mean, because honestly, I can't count how many people come. You know, we have events, we have all this stuff downtown. People complain about what's going on in the city. They complain what's going on in the county. But it's like, hey, did you vote?
I don't know if I should say this, but I will.
Okay.
That, you know, last time my mom ran, I told her not to. I said, you know, hey, you're in your 80s, you've done as much as you can, and you're not getting any help. Let them have it. And people were coming into the office in the mornings going, Peggy, you need to run because this is going on, or we need to change this. I would stand up and say, hey, you're a grown man. You won't stand on the street and say the things that you're saying to my mom.
Exactly.
And you're in here wanting an 83-year-old woman to go fight your battles for you. Be a man and go fight them yourself.
For real.
And they didn't do it. So.
And there's no excuse. Again, I'll pop this up there because, I mean, it's so easy. Just go to vote.gov. They're open today. You can't get any other business done today. So go to vote.gov, register, get it done. And then if you want to see change, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's sad. I mean, I had an in-depth conversation with this representative, you know, at the fall festival, and it's like basically they even are happy the more people that run because it makes their math work better. Because you know, if there's 3 other people running against a mayor. Well, if they take each 100 votes apiece out of that 500 votes, all they got to do is get their 200 and they're good, you know?
That you see that happen a lot where, you know, you'll have a third candidate come into a race, and a lot of times that's by design, and a lot of times the candidate's not even aware that they're the one that they're picking to
Seriously,
do that.
they're just a math deduction.
Yeah. It works, and...
So today and tomorrow, that's your deadline. Go get registered to vote. Go online, vote.gov. It's so simple.
Talk to your friends and family, get them to vote.
Yes.
Especially in the city limits.
Make sure they're registered. Don't let them wait till past the 11th, because after the 11th, it's all over. You can have all the opinions you want, but you won't be voting until next year. Yeah. So again, go to vote.gov. Really nothing more important than that. That's why we kicked off our
That's
newscast.
where every one of your rights begin and end.
Exactly.
Is you having, and it doesn't take courage, because it's secret.
Exactly.
But it takes effort. You got to get up off your rear end, and you got to go to the polling place, and you got to. I love the new voting machines. Man, they're slick and they're easy, and they seem to me they're secure because there's a paper record of your vote, and it can be recounted.
Yeah. So again, nothing more important. That's why we kicked off our newscast with that. But go to vote.gov, get registered, put it on your Facebook, your YouTube, your Snapchats, your all these other things, TikToks, all that stuff. But as many people as we can get to vote, because hey, if they're counting on that fewer amount of voters, then your vote counts just as that much more. So
yeah, and if you're the one who hadn't voted, they are counting on you.
Yep.
To stay on the couch.
Yep, and be lazy and sit on the, you know, and watch TV, and you know, you're on your phone anyway. Go to vote.gov. It's simple. It won't take you 5 minutes, and then boom, you're in. You can vote, and then your opinion really counts. And like John said, it's completely anonymous. There's nothing to worry about. I mean, you don't have to go around and tell everybody who you voted for, but the fact that you're exercising your right to vote, which is the most American thing we could do, honestly. Yeah. But not to go on that, but hey, register to vote, y'all. I mean, it's so easy. There's no excuse. But another great thing we wanted to kick off our newscast with is we had an event that we covered and ended up was a huge success. I'm going to pop up the information. But the poker run that was on October 1st that benefited St. Jude, we had been talking about it for weeks leading up to it. They had 5 different stops. They told me that Cadillac Grill was the stop in Rockwood. And this was the motorcycle clubs from many different areas, and they call themselves the Smoky Mountain Punishers. There's their contact information, but they raised over $12,000 in this ride, and there's some images from this past ride. One of the Chattanooga Punishers, Kelly Hurd, her son was a patient at St. Jude, and actually Kelly's son lost his battle with cancer, but she was still there, and she was still a part of that benefit. But the good news was that there was one of the Chattanooga Punishers that had cancer, where they call him Super Jack, from Roane County. At the end of this benefit, Jack's dad stood up and announced that at the finale that Jack's last scans were completely clear. So that was great news to hear. If you're not familiar with what the Punishers are, they're a law enforcement motorcycle club who support law enforcement, first responders, military, and the community. And again, if you miss the event, you can still contact them and you can still donate. Call them at that number, 466-1556, or look them up there, Smoky Mountain Chapter at yahoo.com. But awesome turnout, awesome results. And again, it's not too late to give. It's a great cause, St. Jude. And congratulations to them for a really great event. And again, that was something that went right through Rockwood. They went all over the place. But again, congratulations to them. Really great results. So if you want to donate and you missed that, just back up the video, or hey, contact us, send us an email, and I'll shoot you their contact information. But really a great cause. But that heads us into our first segment, which is Things to Do, which is brought to you by Mr. John and Evans Financial.
Yeah, Evans Financial on the Evans Agency. That's the insurance side of the business. And today I want to hit it again. I did last time. It is an important time coming up for Medicare Supplement and Medicare Advantage plans. It's the time of year you get to pick your new plan. You can make changes to your plan. If you need help with any of that, just come see me on Front Street, or give me a call, 865-354-1337, and we'll talk about it. The other thing you may not know is a lot of times these things are sold in seminars, and you don't know the guy and he's not there to help you. Well, if you've got one of those plans and you don't know who your guy is, there's a good chance we could do what's called an AOR. It's an agent of record change. And when we do that, then I can be your guy. I can help you through things. So if that's attractive to you as well, please give me a call, stop in and see me, and we'll make that happen.
Yeah, we always say if you don't know the face of the person that is representing your investments, your insurance, I mean, there's so many online things nowadays, and I mean, I'm dealing with that in my insurance because I had some stuff going on, and I've yet to see anybody's faces, and I can't find anybody when I need to talk to them. And here you got somebody that's right downtown Rockwood who is always there.
Well, it's almost like you having a translator, because there's a different language spoken on the other side of the telephone when you're talking to the pure rep of the insurance company.
Yeah.
And you're speaking English, and God knows what they're speaking.
For real.
Well, I've done this long enough where I can speak both languages.
Exactly.
And so it does help. So I'm there for you regardless. If you need help, come see me.
Yeah, go see John and have a cup of coffee. But here we go on this date in 1975.
Yeah, it's a first date of Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
And I mean, how the mighty have fallen. If you've seen anything lately from Saturday Night Live, it's terrible.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's hard to watch.
That was one of those things that at school you would show up and talk about. Did you get to stay up and see Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
And it was so great and so funny.
It was funny.
About Chevy Chase and Belushi, and George Carlin, of course, hosted the first one.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It used to be an event.
Yeah, and I mean, back then you had John Belushi and all they were all Dan Aykroyd.
Bill Murray,
Eddie Murphy had his start. I mean, and he was hilarious on there. I mean, so cool. Even Joe Piscopo.
Yeah, he was on there.
He was on there before he became the big bodybuilder.
And there used to be, being a writer at Saturday Night Live, and maybe transitioning to being on the cast. I mean, that was a stepping stone into a movie career. And so many. I mean, look at Chevy Chase. Yeah,
I mean,
he's still killing it. Bill Murray is the coolest guy on the planet. I mean, if you see where he crashes weddings and stuff like that and just makes people's day and just is the coolest guy in the world.
He is a cool dude.
Yeah.
And
except for that Steve Azuzu movie. I wish he hadn't done that. But.
yeah. But anyway, 1975 on this day, so that's cool. And things to do, as always, are the Bluegrass Jamming.
Bluegrass Jamming at the Bradbury Community Club, 6 to 10. And it's $2 again, and they do have snacks and food available, and that's $2 to get in. You can watch and listen, or you can play.
Yeah.
So any questions, call Marie at 865-458-3703.
Yeah, and they do that every Tuesday. And here's something going on Thursday.
American Legion Post 53 has karaoke running from 6 to 9, and that's on Morgan Street there in Harriman. DJ Billy. They have dancing
Is that
music.
Billy Anderson, you think?
No, I don't think so. But they have dancing music and karaoke. Adults are $3 and kids under 12 get in free.
Yeah, very cool. Appreciate them sending that information to us. And here's our Crossville Farmers Market.
Crossville Farmers Market. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at the Peavine Road and Stonehenge Drive there. And it runs from 6:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that's in Crossville.
Yeah, and as always, our Food Truck Wednesdays, and they had something neat. They make it sound like John Boy's Barbecue is setting up permanently downtown. I just put them in for Wednesday because they hadn't updated who's there on Wednesday, but they said they're going to be there today.
Hey, really?
And they're good.
Oh, geez. They were here at the Fall Festival, and if you happen to go, they got a thing called a pig pen nacho.
Yeah.
It's got... of course, your chips. It's got burnt ends. It's got beans and slaw and jalapenos and
it's not like just a one serving.
No,
my gosh, you could almost feed your family with that.
I tell you, it's huge.
But yeah, check them out 11 to 2 down there in the north block of Rome Street. And as always, every Wednesday, check out the Oasis Children's Program.
Yeah, down at the First Presbyterian Church. It's on the end of Rockwood Street there at 429. They have a weekly Bible school for kids. It's pre-K through 5th grade, and it runs from 6 to 8.
Yeah, and here's another cool on this date. On 1066.
Anybody that went to high school and took history at all knows this date. October 14th, 1066, Battle of Hastings.
Yeah.
I mean, just a pivotal moment in the history of England.
Yeah.
And the Normans came over across the channel and had a fight with the Duke of Normandy with King Harold II.
Yeah.
And he was killed.
Yeah.
And
he learned his lesson.
one of them had stirrups for their horses and one of them didn't.
I wonder, probably
the winners
William the Duke of Normandy probably had the stirrups, I would guess.
Yeah, and that was a...
How would you stay on your horse?
well, see, that was the point. Stirrups were... It's one of those things that the smallest little thing...
Yeah, a little thing goes a long way.
But for the lack of nail, the shoe was lost. For the shoe, the horse, and for the horse, the whole battle. I mean, the details are the...
I think that might have come from this battle because didn't work out so good for Harold II. But that's an interesting date. And hey, it's October, which means Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, the 14th and 15th in Crossville. Now that's at 2892 Highway 70. If you're going up through there, it's down, going towards Crossville, it's down on the left. $6 in advance and $8 at the door. And it looks like a recreation of a Bavarian Hall there.
Yeah.
I bet they got good food.
Oh yeah.
Just give them a call there or email at info@crossvilleoktoberfest.com.
Yeah, check it out. And here's a Bigfoot 5K.
It's not our only Bigfoot. Bigfoot 5K Glow Run, 8 to 10 p.m., 1398 Livingston Road in Crossville, and it benefits the Cumberland County Animal Shelter. And you can go to ucbigfoot.com, and I'll tell the other one, the next one.
Yeah. And here's one that we had before, but it's running every Friday and Saturday in October, the Haunted Hidden Hollow.
And it's every Friday and Saturday, as Scott says, in October from 6 to 11.
7
to, somebody just show up early and be mad at me.
That's all right.
That's 949 Fred Pollitt Road in Crossville. A guided haunted trail for $10. The corn mazes are $5. Got a bonfire to warm you up, and you can look on Facebook for more information.
Yeah, that looks like fun, and nothing spookier than hiking in the woods, especially when there's dressed up people.
And they're jumping at you.
Yes. I have a hard enough time running through the woods as it is. There's our Kingston's Lakeside Market.
Yeah, always the Kingston Lakeside Farmers Market there, and it runs 8 to 11. It's 203 South Kentucky Street, and the most important thing, it's local farmers, local produce, and go out there and get some or check them out on Facebook.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful scenery for it's such a great place. And here the mornings have been nice and cool, so it's a great place to go. And here's one also all month.
Yeah, Narramore Farms over there in Kingston, they're having their pumpkin patch at Saturdays 11 a.m. to 7, Sundays 1 to 7. Admission's $12, and they got wagon rides, corn mazes, animals, train rides, food trucks, and more.
Yeah, and that's always a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one just down the street from Wilt Production
First Christian
Studios.
Church has got a pumpkin patch as well. They got all sizes, all shapes. They got carving and decoration. That's October 1st to the 31st. They got an honors box for payment. So, yeah, they trust you. Go out there, pick up your pumpkin, and stuff your money in a box, and they got a good selection.
Yeah, very awesome. It's very cool, and they're great folks out there. A big part of our Rockwood Fall Festival. Here's one coming up, the Tennessee Medieval Fair, and got to congratulate our winners from the last program. Lisa Evett Cox and Candace Barnett were our winners. Each of them got 2 tickets to the Medieval Fair, but you can still go. This is your last chance.
Yeah, it's this weekend's last one. It's 500 Fisk Road in Harriman.
Yeah.
And now, of course, the other dates, don't worry about them. They've already passed, but you got the 15th and 16th to get out there.
Yeah, we got a special little video coming up later about that as well. And also, here's the stage show at the Bradbury.
At the Bradbury again, but this time it's a stage show. That's 3343 Buttermilk Road in Kingston, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I almost said 6 again.
Yeah.
$3 to get in this time, and musicians and groups are welcome. And you can get up on the stage, or you can just jam in one of their side rooms.
Yeah, and another great Halloween-themed event, the Night to Dismember.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a Night to Dismember prom. I guess you dress up like you're going to prom?
Yeah, and they're going to have a king and queen crowned and everything.
Well, it's going to be like Carrie.
Yeah.
I'd be careful if I won that. But they Ghost Hunters, J.B. Coates is going to be there, and it starts at 6 p.m. at the Old Harriman Hospital.
Yeah, lots going on there. They even got a movie getting ready to get filmed out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And here, speaking of movies, is a very cool one.
Yeah, October Sky. And we were talking about that movie.
Yeah.
Some of their buildings are still painted, I think. Or
I
at
think
least they were a
that's
few
so
years
awesome.
ago.
That movie was so cool.
Yeah, it was. But
I would love to go to this one.
And if you don't know, part of that movie was filmed in Oliver Springs.
Yeah.
And so they have an October Sky Festival every year. This year it is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're going to have live entertainment and games and food. They're going to have a rocket launch.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. And if you want more information, just give them a call, 865-591-5755.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the movie, Billy Bob Thornton movie, and not that all his movies are the greatest family movies, but this one is a good family movie. And I saw the movie first, didn't know that it was filmed right in Oliver Springs.
Jake Gyllenhaal, young Jake Gyllenhaal is the main character there.
Yeah, so cool. And our little Oliver Springs town was a main part of that movie. So go check that out. Very cool. I'd like to catch that one. And here at Roan State.
Yeah, on October 15th, the National Barrel Horse Association. I just thought of a good joke for the barrel horse racers, but I can't tell it. But it's at Roan State, and the time is to be announced. So if you want information on that, it's free to go to. But give them a call at 423-368-2623.
Yeah, or email them at that email address. And it's festival time, the Cleveland Apple Festival.
And I love to go down to Cleveland for their things. They always do them right, and they're always packed with things to do.
Yeah.
But their Apple Festival is downtown Cleveland, 1 to 6. They got arts and crafts, live music, food, petting zoo. They always have a petting zoo down there. I need to get the information on who does that for them.
Yeah.
But plenty of stuff for kids to do. So just email them there at clevelandapplefestival.org or go see that site.
Yeah, and Cleveland is a cool little area. If you haven't been down there, Matt Cordell and I just, week before last did a concert down there.
It's not that far.
It's not far, and it's a quaint little small town, and they block off all the streets for these events. So definitely go check out the Apple Festival. Very cool. And here's one here in Rockwood.
Yeah, pumpkins and lattes at the Sisters Market there from 10 a.m. to 4. And that's on the end of Gateway down there, 815. That's down at the bait shop, Jerry's Bait Shop.
Yeah.
and they got baked goods, decor, gifts, and more. Several times, the wife asked me to stop, and they had produce in there.
Wow, yeah, they got
earlier in
all
the year.
kinds of stuff.
They still have that.
Yeah, so call that number if you'd like more information. Here's our other Bigfoot sighting.
Our other Bigfoot sighting, Upper Cumberland Bigfoot Festival. That's at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds, 1398 Livingston Road, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Jeff and Willie from the Mountain Monster Show is going to be there. Live food, music, and everything. $5 to get in, and if you're a Bigfoot under 12, you get in free.
Littlefoot.
And yeah, that's what I was telling Scott. You know, there are some Bigfoot sightings here.
Yeah, you said there was one right here.
Yeah, there's one right up on top of the mountain, and it was, you know that road that goes from Galahar Road over to Fairfield Glade. It was on that. Some people moved in here and bought one of those 5 or 10 acre plots, and they had a Bigfoot encounter. But you know, I'm wondering where my buddy Willard was, because it's confirmed that 80% of the Bigfoot sightings in East Tennessee are actually Willard Meade.
Just wandering around the woods.
If you didn't know.
Yeah, but anyway, go get your tickets on Eventbrite for that one.
I wonder if Willard would go to any of that.
he probably will.
Signing
He should.
autographs and stuff.
Or making foot castings.
Yeah.
There's the Crossroads Art Fair and
Art and Craft Fair in Cumberland Mountain State Park. It runs from 10 a.m. to 4. Arts and craft vendors, food, and more. Go to events.in to get the all events. Rather.
Yeah, and that wraps up our things to do for this coming week. Lots to do, lots of fall-oriented things going on. As we know, it's fall break for the Rockwood kids, but that heads us into local school news, which is brought to you by The Shop. The Shop is a great little boutique there on the corner of Rockwood Street and Front Street, right across the street from our new building. Yeah. And you can go see Amber or give her a call. Yeah, getting your wax and petties. Yeah. And then there's Evelyn. Evelyn DeRossett. Yep, and also Larissa. We've got Larissa Henderson. So they all book their own appointments. So pick one of them, give them a call. Yeah, and great rates too. They do great work. Yeah, and you're not going to beat their prices. So I know how much you ladies spend on your hair, and save some money and get good work done, because those ladies know what they're doing. Yeah, and definitely tell them that you heard about it here on the Small Town Network on Community News. There is your schedule for the first semester. We're already at the bottom of that list. You can see we're out in fall break, 10th through 14th. There's Thanksgiving right there, and Christmas. Like the next on the list. It's crazy. If you've went to Walmart or any of the stores, they've already got Christmas stuff everywhere. Here's your second semester if you're trying to plan that vacation. There's your different breaks and stuff, and there's the teacher and service days. School lunch, no lunch this week for the fall break. Here is your week 8 football scores. Yeah, Harriman over Midway, 43-22. Oliver Springs looking forward to that festival and getting excited about it. They put it on Sunbright, 49-6. Signal Mountain, 21-14 over Kingston. Yeah, and again, fall break this week, 10th through 14th, but not fall break for the football team. Yeah, they got to practice all week because they got Wartburg coming up on Friday at 7:30. Yeah, and don't forget about the painting with a beta twist. Yeah, you got to get the money in by October 27th. At the cafeteria. Oh no, money's due by the 19th. Yeah, so and this week, on the 27th. Next week, yeah. And again, we don't have our Rockwood reporter this week, but you can still catch their Tiger Talk podcast. The podcast on Spotify. Yeah, look for that. And again, if you haven't joined us before, normally we have a Rockwood student reporter right in this section, but hey, they're all on their fall break. But we do appreciate that. Check out our previous episodes, share those, especially if you're a student or parent of a Rockwood High student. They are doing a great job. And here is the Harriman City League football schedule. As you see, upcoming on October 15th, they have Oakdale. Don't forget to get your Roane County High School band discount cards, just $10. All local sponsors, and it goes to a great cause. There is your entire Tennessee Valley Athletic Association schedule. And again, if you need copies of all that, just send us an email. Get those Rockwood Ram cards. It's for a good cause. $20, and that's not even a partial part of the list of sponsors that they have. So again, not a big, heavy school news week, but we'll have a Rockwood reporter possibly again next week. The scheduling might be weird because I have jury duty on Monday. So we'll
That's another part of your civic duty.
yeah, so not only will I vote, but I'm going to go and probably once they see me, they'll go, oh, we don't need you.
I got sequestered one time on a murder trial.
Yeah, so who knows? Our schedule may be weird next week because I don't know how it's going to work out. But I have to report Monday. So that's a civic duty, and I'm proud to do it. But that heads us into weather, which is brought to you by our friends at Shape Up.
Shape Up, great little gym over there in the Shape Up Plaza, we like to call it.
Yep.
And they have a great schedule of aerobics activities, got a great room for that. They got free weights, and there's your schedule of fees. Now, as I always say, if you're a little older and you're on a Medicare Supplement or Advantage plan, get over and talk to Ken and Mary. They can set you up where your plan will probably pay your dues for you. So if you can get out there, work out for free, get healthy for free, go to this dance cardio class or the toning class there on Tuesday, hey, you're going to feel a lot better. You'll chase them grandkids and those kids around a lot better, and you'll just in general live longer and feel better. So hey, if you can do that for free, go do it.
Yeah, and there again is Ken and Mary March's contact info, and we always appreciate them sponsoring the weather. And of course, we always got to thank, I got to get out of the way, we got to thank WVLT Channel 8, and especially the First Alert weather crew, Heather Haley and all the crew there. Kyle Granger, actually, if you guys didn't see, for my Sevier County friends, there was a bad fire in Gatlinburg at the Chinatown. It was the 420 Cafe, major fire, and Kyle Granger was down there covering that. So got to thank them for our weather, and especially for our 8-day forecast. Looks like a little bit of a cold front coming in on Wednesday night and Thursday, but must not be major because as you see, the coldest day would be Friday for those high school football games. So you're going to want to take a jacket to those. UT is here at home. I think this is the Alabama game.
Yeah.
At UT, and I saw that that UT is going to be ESPN's game of the week. So it's going to be a wild week. Man, UT has been putting it on.
I tell you what, they look good. I mean, in full disclosure here, I'm a Bama fan.
Yeah.
But now
Bama's got a quarterback injury, right?
Unless they're playing Bama, I'm a UT fan. But yeah, we are.
This is the biggest year of worry, I think, for Alabama.
I think we're the worst playing number one team of all
real.
time. Because we've got some quarterback issues and that sort of thing. But UT is tearing it up. And right now, if I had to bet and put money on it, I'm leaning towards UT winning that one.
Yeah, and again, check out Channel 8 for all of your UT coverage. They are the home of the Vols, and here is your live radar. And as you can see, nothing really there, not even in Bowling Green.
Not even in Bowling Green. That pessimistic guy may have moved down there to South Carolina.
Yeah, I think he's on vacation right now. His fall break down here in South Carolina. One of our birthday buddies, Jamie Graves, he just moved to South Carolina. He's in the Carolina Opry. And
has he ever been to Bowling Green?
I'm sure he has. He's been in a lot of places. But again, your radar looks clear. And again, we got to thank WVLT and especially WVLT's First Alert weather team, Heather Haley, and all of the gang for always sending their weather information to us. So we appreciate that. And another successful use of the green screen here at Wilk Production Studios. That takes us into one of our favorite segments, which is birthdays. And here's our birthday today.
Yeah, Gregory Hall is his birthday is today.
Yeah, and here's another one today.
Yeah, we're gonna work our way through this whole team. But Alan Marine there, number 90, it's his birthday today. I played with him for quite a number of years. He was, I think, a senior that year, and I'm a little tiny number 60 on the end.
Yeah, and again, here's our upcoming birthdays this week, and there's a very popular one at the top of the list.
Our high school principal, Leanne Malacote.
Yeah. Randy
Registered, Chris Wampler, UT ball player, played for Lenore City when I was in high school. We played against one another. Jerry Kofer, Lori Holt, Alana Walker Phillips, taught with my wife till my wife retired.
Yeah.
Ray Raymond, Scott Shepard, who I hired many, many years ago at a plant here locally, and showed that was very smart in hiring him, because he figured out he shouldn't be there. He should start his own business, and he's a successful plumber.
Yeah.
And
so if you got your pipes busted.
yeah, hey, look Scott up. He's a good plumber, and he's worth his money now.
Yeah.
And Renee Baker, Miranda Blake, Mark McHouston.
And there's my buddy Jamie Graves, who now plays at the Carolina Opry. He used to be at Country Tonight. Also upcoming this week, Stacey Alexander. Jeremiah Johnson took over for at Roan State, Diane.
Yeah.
He replaced Diane, is now retired.
And just side note, we were talking about that on the rundown, and
Yeah.
Scott's never seen the movie.
No, never
Jeremiah Johnson,
never
so
seen
he's
that.
got homework to do.
I do. It's going to be a busy week, but I'll catch up with that on the Fire Stick. But Trina Parker, Terrace McManus, Melissa Wyatt, and Misha Redeker. But again, that wraps up your birthdays. And if you have a birthday, or you got a friend or family member with a birthday, hey, shoot us that information. Shoot us a picture or video of them.
Yeah.
And we would love to get that on the program.
Anniversaries, anything like that.
Yeah, any of that.
Births.
Anything. Parties, anything. And again, we'll give you information here in just a minute on how to contact us. That heads us into our other interest segment, which is brought to you by Country Tonight. Gonna be there all week. Gotta send a shout out to my buddy Bobby Koick. He's on his vacation. That's the stage manager at Country Tonight. So I'll be filling in all week for him. He is down in Florida at the Panhandle, luckily. His vacation was planned months in advance, but he's down there on vacation. But come join me at Country Tonight. I'll be there all this week. And if you don't want to catch a late show, they got shows at 8 p.m. every day. Tuesday and Thursday, we got matinees that the doors open at 2, shows at 3 o'clock. You can check out their schedule at countrytonightpf.com or give them a call to book your tickets at 453-2003. But again, awesome show. Got to thank Jeff. Great show this year, really great. And hey, they're prepping for Christmas. The Christmas show starts in November, so we're just around the corner.
Oh, wow.
So catch the regular show while you can, and then come back and visit the Christmas show. Here's some stuff coming up. Always try to share the Intensity Elite. They got tryouts coming up on the 23rd. And again, 10 and under tryouts are 1 to 3 on that day, and 12 and under are 3 to 5. And then contact Lay Moore at that phone number. And again, we appreciate them always watching the show. Also coming up, book your dates. Crossville Speedway has the Monster Trucks Tour.
Yeah. I'm going to have to tell Tom about that. We may end up having to go to that. It's at Crossville Speedway, and it's October 28th and 30th.
Yeah, gonna be very cool. And hey, if you've got kids, just give us an email, and I can actually send you that ticket right there as a PDF, and you can print it and take it to take your kids for free. So again, that's very awesome. Now it's time to start planning for those Halloween days.
I'll tell you what, if you don't have a printer and you can't do that, get a hold of me. I'll print it for you.
Yeah. But message us if you need that to get those tickets. And again, it's free for the kids. Going to be a good time. But again, planning your Halloween. There's lots of Halloween events coming up, so we're trying to give them to you in advance so you can plan. But here's Trunk or Treat for the Volunteer Fire Department.
Yeah, on South Roan County Volunteer Fire Department, they're having their annual Trunk or Treat at 5:30 p.m. at 100 Paint Rock Road in Kingston.
Yeah, and then here's one.
This is in the Shape Up Plaza over there for Express Employment Professionals.
Yeah.
And they apparently been having this for a couple years.
Yeah.
It's a trunk or treat, and it runs from 6 to 8. And that's the address, if you're using GPS, 1470 North Gateway Avenue. And they're going to have a lot of participants.
And lots of great folks there. Bushel and
That's a good thing
Peck.
to trunk or treat, because you don't have to be traipsing around the neighborhood.
Exactly.
It's all in one place.
Yeah, our buddies from Bushel and LePeck are down there, Cheryl and Roland. So go see them. They got that new discount store, the Bargain Barn, I think it's called, which is crazy.
Tractor Supply.
Yeah, so
Big
many great
Lots,
things
yeah.
right there. So again, go see our friends at Shape Up. Tell them you saw it here on Small Town Network. Here right in downtown Rockwood. It's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah, John Snyder from the Dukes of Hazzard and Cody McCarver of Confederate Railroad are going to be here live at the wreck. That's housed in the museum down here on Rockwood Street. That's going to be October 22nd at 6 p.m. If you want tickets, they're going fast. You better call Bill at 615-585-9301. Tell him you heard about it on Small Town Network.
Yeah, and here again, we mentioned it earlier, this is your last weekend, your last chance. Got to congratulate Lisa Evett Cox and Candace Barnett for being our winners from last week's show. But again, this is your last weekend, and it's so cool. What a great event at 500 Fisk Road. There's your ticket prices, 13 and up or $20, 5 through 12, $10, and kids under 4 are free. If you need that link, just get a hold of us. But hey, here's a little video that they sent us.
We want people to feel that they have a sense of belonging, that this is a safe place. Leave whatever's bothering you outside at the door, right? And then you don't have to pick it up when you leave. People have a choice of what they want to do with their time and their money, right? So they have to have something that is worth it for them. One thing nice about Medieval Fair and Renaissance Festival is that there's something for the whole family. Everybody can have a good time. They get to feel like they've gone into a time machine and they've gone back in time and now they're in English. And they get to experience this other world where they can meet the king, they can get up on stage, they can have a turkey leg and beer. So it's really that they get to be part of it. If they want to dress up, they can enter the costume contest. We have people that say they brought their family every single year. They look forward to it, and the kids grow up and they can do more things. So I think it's a feeling of belonging for them too. They're part of it. It's like Alice in Wonderland. They've gone through the mirror, right? And they're in it.
Great time there.
That looks like a lot of fun.
And again, there's your ticket info. But gotta thank Barry for sending us the tickets. She's always so great with us. But again, that looks like a great, such a fun event.
And if you go to one of these things take pictures, send them to us.
Yeah.
Show us what you did.
Yeah, we would take a little selfie if it's just you and your family, or get somebody to take it for you. We would love to. We'll share that on the program.
Oh, yeah.
And again, if you go to any of our sponsors or any of these events, hey, tell them that you heard about it here on the Small Town Network. It lets them know that what we're doing is working for them, and it lets us know that what we're doing is working for you. So again, gotta really send a shout out to Barry. She's always hooking us up with all that information. She also does the Pirate Fest, as you know. But again, if you've got an event, it doesn't matter what it is, yard sale, fundraiser, any of that, John will tell you how you can contact us.
Yeah, you can email us at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com, or the quickest, easiest, and best method, just message us on Facebook directly at the Small Town Network.
Yeah, and again, biggest thing we could say, I know we spent some time on it, but go get registered to vote. Today and tomorrow is your deadline. There's no excuse. It's so easy. But please go register to vote. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank you to you guys for watching. And again, that wraps up another week here on the Community News.
Don't forget to like and share the page.
Yeah, we always forget we have a YouTube page, Small Town Network Live on YouTube, where you can watch it in HD. But yeah, follow, like, and share the post. We appreciate that. And again, for everybody here at Small Town Network, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
Hey, have a great week, everybody. Go register to vote, and we'll see you next week. Not sure what day, but bear with us. But have a great week, everybody.
Be safe.